background, so I hope that you guys can hear me over that. Anyway, it came to my attention, kind of, not really. Somebody had a bright idea. I was helping somebody out, and they were like, they were asking me to do the demo review, so I was doing this demo review, and I said, you need to work on crosshair placement. And he said, like, what do you mean? Like, I've watched your videos, maybe, I don't know, I don't think he said that. He said, I don't know what you're talking about. He's like, please explain it. And I went back through my videos, and I was like, oh, hey, I haven't explained this yet. So, first of all, we're going to talk about crosshair placement and pre-aiming. Those are the two things that I went over with the guy. And anyway, so first things first, crosshair placement. This nice gentleman right here is, he's hanging out, right? So, first thing that we need to do is we need to make sure that our crosshair isn't straight down. That's one of the biggest issues. Oh god. Also falling to the map. That's a huge issue I see as well. Whenever you're playing, you're playing Dust 2 and you just fall right through the map. So you've got a huge problem there, right? Now, whenever you're like, say, you're walking around, you should always have your crosshair at head level, about head level. At least not like this, okay? Because that'll get you killed or something like that. You should always be, like I said, at head level. The best way to do that is to go into like a deathmatch lobby. You can do something like this with just a bunch of bots, and these bots do crouch, so you can practice using like your Glock or your AK or whatever, and they'll run around. It's kind of cool. But all you really need to do is practice keeping your crosshair at head level. At this point, it really doesn't matter about like your kills or how fast you're killing them. It's just like to get into the habit of having your crosshair up, because you are more likely to kill somebody with a headshot if your crosshair is, like, up, than if it's at their crotch, so, or on the floor. So make sure that you keep your crosshair, like, it literally took me, like, 15 minutes, and I was like, oh, okay, I've got that, I just need to, it's one of those things you put in, like, the back of your mind. I need to make sure I'm not looking at the ground, okay? It'll become second nature. Like I said, it really only takes, like, maybe 5-10 minutes in a deathmatch lobby. Like I said, it doesn't even have to be an offline server. You can go, like, online and play deathmatch and just, like, go to Dust 2, everybody's favorite map, and you can just walk around with your crosshair at head level and kill a bunch of people. It's, like I said, it's just about the principle. It's not about, like, and the amount of kills you get. Like, you'll get better, you might suck at first, like that. See, like, I'm awful, but, like, it's about getting the principle down, okay? So, anyway, the next thing that we're going to talk about, while I overlay some footage of some stuff that I'm going to do, as I continue to talk here for a second, there is a thing called pre-aiming, okay? Pre-aiming is pretty cool, and as, like I say in the videos that I'm probably going to be showing right now, pre-aiming is what helps you do those crazy aces, those crazy, like, plays, those amazing shots, those one-taps that everybody's, like, freaking out about. So, as I get my other server set up, and like I said, I'm still getting, like, some footage or something in here, like, pre-aiming is literally one of the best things. It'll separate the average player. See, if you can keep your crosshair at head level, you're pretty good, okay? It'll separate that from, like, the really, really good people, Pre-aiming is one of the biggest components of Counter-Strike and, like, out-maneuvering or out-strategizing kind of an opponent. There's multiple ways to do this, and, like, stuff like that. So, like I said, as the footage plays of these things, probably going to be looping by now, we'll get here, and I will show you guys what I'm talking about. We're going to go to Cache really quick, and I'm going to talk about pre-aiming. I hope you guys are all familiar with the map Cache. This is a map I worked with earlier, so I kind of know what I was talking about on here already, so it's kind of prepared. So, what we've got here, let's say I'm a terrorist, and I'm going to bomb site B. I want to go to bomb site B. This is just excluding mid. This is just straight up B. First thing we need to, like, my knowledge, my game sense, my next video is going to be on game sense and, like, my logic and what will help. Also, the second part of doing those crazy one-taps that I just showed you guys, the first part of it is pre-aiming, okay? So, like I said, with my knowledge of I want to go to bomb site B, obviously I know that sometimes, at any rank, there is going to be somebody standing here, probably with an op, which I don't have right now. But, imagine I had a huge op. So, there's probably going to be somebody standing like right there, okay? So, if I had somebody standing right there, I should probably pre-aim him. I probably shouldn't round the corner looking down or wherever. I should probably round the corner with my crosshair at head level and in case he's there, I can give him a little fight, you know. I can kill him, I can one-tap him, you know, and I can let him know I'm here, okay? Getting shot off guard, or getting caught off guard like that is one of the biggest advantages to CT side, because if you're, like, not checking your corners, that's another deal. I made a video about that, I'm sure you guys saw it. If you're not checking your corners, you're gonna die, like you're going to. So, pre-aiming is there's a lot of different things about that. So, obviously, the first thing we're gonna check is that right there. Is somebody playing that spot, just standing out in the open, and most of the time, if you get out of spawn fast enough, if you keep going, if they don't stop there, you can see them run into checkers. So then you can continue to wrap around, and you can just pre-aim that spot right there, okay? Now, pretend this is the beginning of the round, and not later in the round. Like I said, this is just the beginning, like, very, very common spots for, like, starting and holding, like, you know, the counter-terrorist holding the bomb site. After that, as soon as I clear out that spot right there, I'm like, oh, hey, there's nobody there. Keep moving forward. You get ready for the next spot. If you're a little bit late, you check this corner right here, okay? Sometimes people hide in this corner, and sometimes they hide behind the box. Normally, if they hide in this corner, you can see them from around the corner and blah, blah, blah. So be ready for it. Like I said, pre-aim it. Now, don't have everybody looking at the same spot, because that'll get you all killed, you know? But make sure somebody's checking the stuff. Like, hey, check the box. Like, you know, it's not that hard. So after we do that, I like to hug the wall, and I like to check this, make sure that there's nobody there, okay? If they're, like, hiding here, I won't see them, probably, but, just check it, make sure there's nobody standing there, like, obviously in, like, a weird spot. After that, the next thing we have to worry about is right there, right there. Now, I, personally, do like to play this spot with an op, because, I can see you guys coming up. Okay, so remember we talked about this spot right here? That gives me full access to the site, but I like to play this with an op, because if I scoot up here, I can see your legs, and I can shoot you in the legs before you even know what's going on. So, like I said, the next spot after we clear out those other spots is going to be that spot right there. So we pre-aim this, and like I said, we pre-aim. He's probably, head level's probably going to be like right about there, maybe a little bit lower if he's crouching and right there. So, pre-aim that. Okay, there's nobody there. And then the dreaded heaven, okay? Don't over-peek, because you can peek heaven without peeking that. Okay, so remember, like I said, pre-aim. We're pre-aiming this. We are pre-aiming. Oh, hey, there's a guy in heaven. Bam, he's dead. Alright, cool. Hey, look, there's a guy in a tree. Bam, he's dead. So, we're going to keep going. Check heaven, check tree, check headshot, check that spot on sight, and then as you come into sight, like I said, you won't be going this slow. It's just common sense. And you're going to have 5 guys backing you up. You'll be like, okay, I'm going to check heaven. I'm going to check tree. I'm going to check, you know. It's just like a mental thing. Where it happens is it happens all at once. Okay? So it happens all at once as I'm rounding the corner. So I'm like, okay, there's nobody here, and then we keep going. That's how, like, smooth it is, you know? I wouldn't really be that stupid, but, like, if it was, like, a rush or something, it's like, okay, I need to, you know, check my stuff. Make sure you check your corners. Like I said, pre-aim the stuff. Headshot level, pre-aim. Okay? It's really, really not that hard. Make sure that we check the corners here. People hide here. People obviously hide here, and obviously people hide over here. So, like I said, use common sense is really not that difficult. So let's head on over to A site really quick, and I'll go over this one more time for people who just did not quite get it the first time. So, like I said, head level, it's not that hard. First thing, if you see a weird smoke, I don't have a smoke right now. If you see a deep smoke, like a deep smoke, watch for a flashbang, okay? Because they're probably gonna flash themselves in. If you're here at the beginning of the round, you don't have to worry about this, but if you're not and they smoke deep, watch out for somebody being here, okay? Like I said, if they smoke deep somewhere that smokes off like this area right here, watch for a flashbang, okay? That's common sense. Watch for a flashbang. Probably going to flash themselves in, and then they're going to do some of this crap. And then they're going to jump up here, and they're going to try and shoot you guys through the smoke. So like I said, you watch for the flashbang. If there is no flashbang, you make sure you watch for heads above the smoke. Okay? You can go ahead and pre-fire. Let them know you're here. Say, hey, there's a guy in the box. Or there's not a guy in the box, but if there was, he'd be dead because I shot him to death. I pre-aimed him like Adam told me to. So, anyway, after that, after we throw all our smokes, our basic smoke that goes right here, pre-aim this corner. This is a really dangerous corner. Obviously, sorry, let's take a step back. You can check this spot. You don't even have to expose yourself. If somebody's playing this spot, it's kind of lame. You can do that. You can check up there, too. You can check that without even exposing yourself to the site, right? So after you check the sneaky stuff, you check this corner, you check that corner, you check somebody doing this. I saw somebody pulled up here. That's not really common, especially, like, I've only seen it, like, once or twice. I was like, whoa, that's crazy. It was like a pistol round strat. After that, you're going to want to peek just far enough to check that box. I know operators play that. They're like, hey, you know, and they shoot you. So after that, you're gonna want to check here. Sometimes people play that. That's very, very rare. After that, you're gonna need to check truck and forklift and heaven. So sometimes make sure. Sometimes they play here. Forklift. That's a very common spot. Right there. So like I said, it's all just a fluent motion. You're gonna come up here. You're like, okay, there's nobody here. There's nobody there. Peek too far. Make sure you just use some common sense, right? Keep your crosshair at head level, like I'm not doing, and like use your common sense, you know. And you'll be more likely to get a kill, you know, with crosshair at head level and pre-aim. Okay, like y'all are smart for the most part. Just kidding, y'all are smart, and you'll know where these guys are gonna play. Like that's one of the biggest issues I have is like you guys know where this guy plays. I've played this corner every round. Like every round, and you're not pre-aiming it. Like you're not like you gotta punish them if they're gonna play this crap like every round. Punish them for it. You're like, I'm not to one-tap this guy. He's gonna stand in the same spot, you know, and then he's gonna go, holy crap, maybe I shouldn't stand there, you know. And you got yourself a free round out of it. You know, you're gonna make him think twice before he stands in the same spot like 30 times in a row. And it's no fun whenever they're standing in the same spot and you guys keep dying because you're not pre-aiming the simplest stuff, you know. I can't come into your lobby and I can't pre-aim everything for you because I'm not Gaben, I guess. Gabe knew I don't have that power. So like, do your team a favor, do yourself a favor, and pre-aim stuff. Like it's really not that hard. Just it's really bad because of this. Anyway, like I said, pre-aim the stuff. It's really not that hard.